Hey everyone, it's Shams at Mascara, and this is a very exciting video, and I know it's been a long awaited one, but we are here to tell you more about the incredible Mascara Builder range. Now, the Builder Gel has been a core part of Mascara's systems for quite a while. So if you are a nail tech that's looking for advanced formulation, is looking for something that will tick all the boxes when it comes to easy application, giving you strength and durability, covering most of those nail challenges when it comes to nail corrections. If you're looking for something that is odorless, that is easy to file, and most importantly gives you the most beautiful finishing results, then the Mascara Builder Gel system is definitely one for you. So we're going to take you through a salon style sculpture, as well as give you the lowdown on what you need to know about the various Builder Gel formulations. Many techs shy away from Builder Gels because there are so many formulations available, it can become a bit confusing. But we've narrowed it down to two viscosities. We have a thick formulation as well as a thin formulation. So our thick formulation is perfect for those that are looking for flexibility and looking for something that's going to provide the ultimate strength. So it's great for nail techs that are sculpture techs, those that are always correcting things like ski jumps, looking for that nail cover that will help those weak, flimsy nails. So if you're needing a really hard cover for those, and especially for techs that are acrylic techs that are wanting to come over to the Builder Gel family, then we suggest using the thick Builder Gel, because this formulation will be perfect for all your needs when it comes to sculpting and when it comes to keeping shape. And when we look at the thin formulation, this super clear formulation is going to give you the ultimate in a natural finish. It's going to be strong and hard, as well as provide you everything you need to do an easy, quick, natural overlay. Now, this builder range is available in 3 fabulous colors, as well as a non-yellowing clear formulation. So this gives you a crystal glass finish look to your build. And clear becomes the foundation of most of your applications. So if you're wanting to just use it for base applications and adding your gel color on top, then clear is definitely a staple must-have for any Builder Gel collection. Then part of our color range, which is also non-yellowing by the way, we have a Milky White, and Milky White seems to be the very trendy range at the moment. So this will be beautiful for those who are wanting to sculpt out a very natural free edge and not wanting anything too overly stark. You could use the Milky White for this purpose, or you could just use it on its own for a beautiful milky finish. Then we've got the ever classic white gel. So this white gel is perfect for all your French applications, as well as those who are wanting to go for a very stark white French application. So this is perfect for all your white French sculpture needs. Then my personal favorite, and I think the showstopper of the range, is definitely the Milky Pink. So Milky Pink can be used for full sculptures, it can be used just to sculpt out a nail bed, but it gives you that full mask of color and just makes everything look absolutely extra and absolutely fabulous. So this definitely is one of my favorites, and it is going to be the color that we will be doing our demo with today. Now, our builder range is available in 2 formulations, which is UV 3-in-1, which works with most new generation UV LED lamps, and then we have LED alone. So LED is for those lamps that are the first generation lamps that still have those little bubble tubes inside. It's perfect for use with those LED lamps. So for my demo today, I'm going to be using my Mascara Rose Gold Gel Brush, and I'm going to be using a liner brush, because a liner brush is actually a very essential tool when it comes to getting perfect finish around the cuticle and the side walls. And for our preparation procedure, I'm going to be using the 3XV primer, and I'm going to be using my dehydrate to clean off the surface for any oils and any residue that could be sitting on that surface. And I'm going to be using the Mascara Rubber Base Gel as my preferred base for my application. So everybody, let's remember that nail preparation remains the most important step of any procedure. So make sure that you do a meticulous nail prep so that your system lasts and does exactly what it's supposed to do for you once you have completed your set. So for today's demo, we've decided to do a sculpture using a nail form. Now, when applying your nail form, make sure that you have a really snug fit so that you don't have any gaps between the form and the natural nail. If you have gaps, you might have a situation where product gets under the nail, and this can become very uncomfortable for your customer. So always make sure that your form fits snugly, and if needs be, customize that form to give you the best fit for your customer's nail. Now, once my form is fitted, I'm going to carry on with my last prep steps, and this is going to be applying my primer, which is my 3XV triple bond. This formulation is fairly thick and I'm using only a little bit of primer, so make sure that you use very little if you're using this formula. If you don't have 3XV, you can most definitely use the Maskscara protein bond, but when using 3XV, just make sure that you keep those layers thin. As you can see, I'm rubbing it down and making sure that I cover all the areas. And once you have your primer applied to the nail, you can go in with your base coat. So just one thin base coat is all that's required for a two-step system. And the function of the base coat is to provide you with an ultimate bond. So this is going to give your builder gel the grip that it needs to stay on the nail, and it's going to give you the perfect surface for your product to bond to. So yes, you can use Supreme, you can use rubber base, you can even use our professional base. But remember, you need to apply a base coat to give you a good bond between your product and your nail. So many techs shy away from builder gels and form application. They find it a little bit daunting because the application can seem a little bit overwhelming at times. So I'm going to share an easy technique that I use when it comes to sculpting with a builder gel. And doing it this way will definitely help you achieve a beautiful shaped nail in the end. So we're going to start by sculpting out the free edge first, and then carrying on with the rest of the application once we've got the free edge filed out and perfected. So scooping up a small amount of gel, I am going to apply this little ball to the free edge of my nail. So I'm just going to use a small sort of circular tapping motion just to get the gel connected to my natural nail, and then pulling a trail of product from one side over to the other side. I'm going to start slowly and gently working the product down the nail until I have formed the free edge as I want it to be. So it's important for us not to overwork our product, because when we start overworking the product with a lot of vigorous brush movements, it can cause air bubbles to settle into your gel system, and these don't look that great if you have a whole lot of air bubbles stuck in the system. So use a slow controlled motion, and it actually is very easy to work with. So you will note that this gel stays in place without running. The other thing that makes life very easy for this system is that the Maskscara Builder Gel starts to self-level. So this is going to help you achieve a really smooth finish, and it's going to lessen your finish time in the end. So gently just work with that trail of product and pull it out and sculpt it out until you're happy with the shape you've achieved. Don't be too stressed out about the free edge being slightly uneven. Remember, we're going to file all of this into shape once it's cured. And the bonus about the Maskscara Builder Gel is that it really files so easy. So it's no real effort when it comes to finishing off your nail design. So once I've got my free edge in place, I'm going to cure this in my lamp for 60 seconds. Once my free edge is cured, I'm going to just gently remove my nail form, and I'm going to do just a little bit of a pinch using my fingers. So I'm not using a pinching tool for this. This is just going to be a natural pinch, or I should say a soft pinch, just to give it a little bit more of a C curve. You can do a 30-second cure, pinch your nail, and then do the rest of the cure followed after the pinching. But this is going to go back into my lamp anyway, so just give it a little bit of a pinch to force in some shape, and then we're good to go. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to file the side walls. So I'm going to straighten out my side walls, and I'm going to file my free edge. So I'm actually just creating my line work at the moment. So I'm filing the sides, filing the free edge, and this is just going to be so great for me when I do my full final application of the builder gel. It's going to make life so much easier, and it's actually cutting down some of my end work filing time. So I've created my free edge, I'm now filing it into shape, and the next step is going to be going in with my full application to cover the entire surface of the nail. Now, as part of getting my free edge into shape, I'm going to file onto the surface. So don't stress about the dust on the surface or that there's going to be probably the bonding of the builder gel. All you do is wipe the dust off with your cleanser and you are good to go for the next step. So scooping up a bit of more product and applying it to the nail, you are going to use your gel brush and you're going to work that product up towards the cuticle area. So the nice thing here is that the product doesn't flood that cuticle area, so I'm going to take it in as close as possible without touching the skin. And then once again, using the technique of pulling a trail of product, I'm going to guide my gel down the entire surface of the nail. So a good tip to bear in mind is that when you're working with a builder gel, or even when you're working with acrylics, angle your nail downwards so that gravity pulls your product towards the free edge. It's going to be easier for you to guide product that has run to the free edge back up the nail. It's going to be way more difficult if you keep your nail flat and product floods the sides and the cuticle, and that's just going to cause quite a bit of difficulty when it comes to cleanup. So always tilt your nail forward so that your product is always moving forward and down towards the free edge of the nail. So as you can see, I'm just using my brush and slowly pulling on my builder gel to create a trail, and I'm just guiding that gel down right until I reach the edge of my free edge. Now, how awesome is it to see that as I'm working, the product is actually self-leveling. So that looks absolutely amazing already. So there's definitely not going to be a lot of filing or finishing when it comes to the end of this set. Now, my next step is, once I have got to the end of the free edge, I need to go back and I need to neaten up my sidewalls and neaten up my cuticle area. So any areas where you may have missed and left a little bit of space, you're going to use the liner brush, because the liner brush will just touch onto your product and pick up a minimal amount to take it around those edges and cover up those edges without overcompensating and putting too much product into the sidewalls and getting bulky side finishes. So use your liner brush just to spread your product evenly down the sidewalls, to use your liner brush around the cuticle area to guide your product as close to that cuticle area as possible, but without touching the skin. And this is just going to perfect your application before it comes to your final curing time. So once you are happy with what your nail looks like, you can also turn your finger facing down so that all your gel draws to the center. This is just going to help create a very exaggerated apex. So it's not a must, but it can be done to give you a better look to your builder gel finish. So this has been cured in my lamp in my 99-second timer, which is a low heat timer. And the reason why I'm curing it for 99 seconds is that was quite a bulk of product, and using this timer setting does help avoid any problems that you may have with heat spikes. So use your low heat setting to cure, and as you can see, the shape is amazing. There is minimal filing that needs to be done, and all you need to do is remove any tacky residue, and don't forget to clean underneath your nail as well. This just helps make sure all residue is removed, and remember, we built it on a 4, so there might be a little bit of residue on the bottom of the nail, so make sure you remove that residue 100%. Then using your mascara file, you're going to go in and we're going to do our final finish. So sidewalls first, to bring them in nice and straight with your natural sidewall, and then you're going to be doing your free edge, and we are also going to be filing onto the surface just to smooth down any lumps and bumps or any waviness that could be left behind after that builder application. When filing, just remember, don't overfile your apex area or you might take it down too far and then your nail starts looking flat. So now I'm just going to wipe with cleanser, and the next step is we are going to apply our sealing top coat. So I'm going to be using the carbon top coat because this is a hard sealing gel. It gives an incredible shine and it also has a lot of stain resistance properties as well. So going in with my carbon top coat just to give my final finish and doing a nice even layer from my cuticle area right down to my free edge. And remember, once your top coat's on, you can cure this for 60 seconds. Now after that application with our cleanser and dehydrate, we are going to moisturize our cuticle area using my mascara cuticle oil. And I used the raspberry flavor or scent and it smells so divine. And that is your finished result of a Builder Gel sculpture nail using the Milky Pink Mascara Builder Gel. That looks absolutely beautiful. I am so in love with it that I definitely will have to finish my full set of nails. It's so easy, it takes a little bit of practice, but the gel works with you. Its formulation makes it so user-friendly, and anybody who needs to try to work with the sculpture will definitely enjoy working with this product. So remember to like and subscribe and tag us in your posts, and we would love to see what you have done with your Mascara Builder Gel. Thanks for watching.